learning English through stories.
Traveling and exploring new cultures.
Hi there. I've been thinking about improving my English through conversations. How about we talk about travelling and exploring new cultures?
That sounds like a great idea. I love travelling. Have you been to any interesting places recently?
Well, not recently, but I did go on a trip to London a couple of years ago. It was amazing. The culture, the history, and the people were so different from what I'm used to.
London must have been an incredible experience. What was your favourite part of the trip?
I think my favourite part was exploring historical landmarks like the Tower of London and Buckingham Palace. The architecture and the stories behind those places were fascinating.
That sounds fantastic. I've always wanted to visit London. Did you try any traditional British food while you were there?
Oh yes, I tried fish and chips, and I must say it's quite different from what I expected. The combination of crispy fish and thick-cut fries was delicious.
Nice choice. Food is such an essential part of experiencing a new culture. When I travel, I love trying local dishes. It's a great way to connect with the culture and the people.
Absolutely. What about you? Do you have a favourite destination or a memorable cultural experience from your travels?
One of my favourite trips was to Japan. The blend of traditional and modern elements was captivating. I had the chance to participate in a tea ceremony, which was a unique cultural experience.
That sounds incredible. I've always been interested in Japanese culture. How did you find the tea ceremony?
It was a beautiful and meditative experience. The attention to detail and the ritualistic aspects were something I had never experienced before. It made me appreciate the significance of small gestures and traditions in a culture.
It's amazing how travel opens up new perspectives. I'll definitely add Japan to my list of must-visit places. Have you planned your next adventure?
I'm thinking about exploring South America next. The vibrant cultures, diverse landscapes, and rich history are calling out to me. How about you? Are there any destinations you're dreaming of visiting?
I've always wanted to explore the Mediterranean region, Italy, Greece, and Spain. The history, the art, and of course the delicious food are major attractions for me.
Those countries have so much to offer. The Mediterranean is on my list too. Maybe we'll end up crossing paths in one of those beautiful places someday.
That would be amazing. Until then, we can keep improving our English by sharing travel stories and cultural experiences.
It sounds like a plan. Let's continue our language journey through the lens of travel and exploration.
Absolutely. Speaking of language, did you find it challenging to communicate in a foreign language while travelling?
Yes, at times it was a bit challenging, especially in non-English speaking countries. But it was also part of the adventure. I tried to learn some basic phrases in the local language, and people appreciated the effort.
That's a great approach. Learning a few local phrases can go a long way toward breaking the ice and connecting with locals. It shows a genuine interest in their culture.
Definitely. It's amazing how a simple hello or thank you in the local language can make interactions more meaningful. Have you had any funny language-related experiences during your travels?
Oh, absolutely. I remember one time in France when I was trying to order a croissant, and my pronunciation was way off. The bakery owner was kind enough to correct me with a smile, and we ended up having a good laugh about it.
That's a great story. It's moments like those that make travelling so memorable. It's not just about the places, but also the people you meet along the way.
Absolutely. Speaking of people, have you ever participated in any cultural events or festivals during your travels?
Yes, I was fortunate to stumble upon a local festival in India during one of my trips. The colours, music, and traditional dances were mesmerising. It felt like I was a part of something truly special.
That sounds incredible. Being able to experience a festival or cultural event can provide such a deep insight into the local way of life. It's like a window into their traditions and celebrations.
Definitely. It's those unexpected moments that make travel so enriching. Have you ever tried any traditional dances or participated in local celebrations?
Yes. In Brazil, during Carnival, I joined a samba dance class. It was so much fun. Even though my dance moves were far from perfect, the locals were very patient and encouraging.
That's awesome. Samba dancing in Brazil sounds like a dream. I've always been fascinated by the diversity of dance forms around the world. It's incredible how dance can be a universal language.
Absolutely. It's a form of expression that transcends language barriers. Whether it's traditional dances or modern forms, you can feel the energy and emotions behind the movement.
So true. It's these cultural exchanges that make me want to keep exploring and learning. Each trip is a new opportunity to discover something unique.
I couldn't agree more. Travelling is a continuous journey of learning and growing, both personally and linguistically. I'm looking forward to our next conversation, filled with more stories and experiences.
Likewise, until then, happy travels and language learning.